Top Billin to ya. All right, Top Billin, I have the question of questions for you, and this stems from someone asked me if I thought that Ja'Marr Chase was the best wide receiver since Julio Jones as a prospect, and I thought that was absurd because that is completely disrespectful to a freak like Amari Cooper who dominated with nobody else around him in Alabama. Guys like Sammy Watkins as well, and some of these other guys we've seen since 2011 or whenever it was that Julio Jones came out. But the same exact thing happened to me last year when Jerry Jeudy was all the rage. And people were asking me if I thought Jerry Jeudy was like the greatest of all time and stuff. So it just lets you know how fickle people are. But it's got me wondering, which one of these former Biletnikoff winners would you choose to start your franchise? Right? So take into account scheme or whatever you want to do, but just give me some analysis right there in the comment section, and don't be a fanboy with it, right? None of this roll tide, go Tiger stuff. Just give me why you would choose each particular player and to start your own personal franchise. So we're going to do it like that, man. Let's have some fun with this. All right, we know about the incredible year that Ja'Marr Chase had with 84 receptions for 1,780 yards and 20 tutties, a 21.2 average. So, of course, I'm going to do a little bit of a film study. Not much, man, because I've done enough on both of these guys, whatever. You should know what they're about if you've been following Top Billin channel here. But 6'1", 200 pounds. So I talk about his speed, and people say crazy stuff like they think he'll, like, run a 4.3 and stuff like that. I don't know about that. I only go by what I know, right? This is a guy that I've been around numerous times on the camp circuit when I worked at Rivals.com, and he ran this. As we see right here, he was 6'1", 197 pounds. He ran a 4.66 at his Nike opening. So he tested at the Nike opening running a 4.66. We see right here, it's not something I'm making up, right? So if you start saying like he runs a 4.3 now, that may be unrealistic. But I do think that he's faster than a 4.66. But realistically speaking, at least until he proves me otherwise, I would say he probably runs somewhere from a 4.47 to a 4.53, but it does not matter because he understands how to play football and he understands how to run, right? Some people just don't know how to run. He knows how to run, especially when we're talking about football. All right, so remember, I wanted to compare. I'm only going to show stuff from the 2018 Jerry Jeudy season and the 2019 Ja'Marr Chase season to make it fair like that. That's when they both were Biletnikoff Award winners. But we see here, 68 receptions for 1,315 yards, 14 touchdowns, a 19.3 average. He was destroying it, right? And then he followed that up, of course, with 77 receptions for 1,163 yards last year, 10 touchdowns. I wanted you to show you this, right? Just realistically speaking here, Jerry Jeudy is another guy I was around quite a bit on the camp circuit, and he ran a 4.55, right? So he ran a 4.55 as a senior in high school and then followed that up with, I believe, a 4.45 or 4.46 as a 21-year-old junior. Yeah, as we see right here, NFL Combine results said he ran a 4.45. So a 4.45. And he thought he would run faster. I actually didn't think he would run this fast. So I was kind of surprised. I always wondered about his deep speed, so he showed me something there. And it's not he's super explosive. Don't get me wrong about that. But just time speed is a little bit different. I thought he may run more like a 4.48, 4.49. But 4.45 was very good for him. But he thought he was going to run a 4.3, and I thought he was sniffing ants. Let's get to it.
What more can I say?
Top Billin. So we start talking about playmaking ability or just being explosive. We see Ja'Marr Chase here up at the top of the screen. Now, people see something like this, and they're like, oh, wow, an explosive play. He just murdered everybody, beat everybody. But check out the results are derived from something like this, right? This is a hell of a play from a schematic standpoint, or just a lackadaisical effort by the defense. But you see here, right, on the corners, clearly got some type of outside leverage. He bumps him off, right? So he's looking for help over the top. Now look at this. The safety right here, still squatting. He's looking at Joe Burrow. So what that allows is Ja'Marr Chase is in full gait. He's gone. Now the corner has to start and try to turn and run with him, and he's already up to speed. So that's no contest there. So that's a great play, but it's not something to where he just outran somebody. So people see this and they automatically think, oh, he's running a 4.3 or something like that. But that's not necessarily the case with that. All right, check down here, bottom of the screen. This time going against C.J. Henderson. So going against a guy who I thought was the best cornerback in all of football last season. Ran a 4.39 at the combine. Look at that. Outside leverage. Jamar Chase has him, but not really. C.J. Henderson right in his ass bone, right? Grinding like Jamaican clubs on him. So not really separating. This is what I talk about with Jamar Chase. Downfield routes like here. He makes spectacular catches because he's a fucking phenomenal football player. But just as far as separating from people, he's not necessarily getting vast, superior separation like that. If you see right there, Henderson's in great position. The ball, you can say the ball is underthrown or whatever like that, but no matter where he put this at, C.J. Henderson is right there. He didn't quite separate. So I will give you this. Joe Burrow didn't always place the ball on the money on some of these deeper throws, but more times than not he did. But your boy Jamar Chase is just so great, man. He'll adjust to the ball like nobody's business. Here you go. You can see it from this particular side right here, this angle right there. You see not too much of a separation, especially with C.J. Henderson running that fast. He's right up on it. Deflects it. Doing this thing out there. Great matchup between him and C.J. Henderson. C.J. couldn't do much with him in the quick game, though. All right, down here going against A.J. Terrell, who ran a 4.42. Great play in the national championship game just from his savviness. But check this out right here. That's when he gained separation, when he clearly pushed off. We don't want to admit it or whatever like that if you're an LSU fan, but it is what it is. If they don't call it, it's not a penalty. But on film right here, we know what the deal is right here. Check this out. That's when he gains the separation. When he pushes off right here. We can see this from another angle, actually. All right, here we go. It's already in action right there. You can see them right here. You can see the arm extended right now. And this is when he's going to gain a little bit. See, there's no reason for A.J. Terrell to keep running, and he will run that way. You can see that's when the separation was created. But other than that, A.J. Terrell was right up on him. And there was another one, too. Let's check that one out. All right, you can see him in a slot right here running a slant fade combination. And A.J. Terrell is right there on the transition. Look at him. He's right up in his hip pocket. But this is just great wherewithal by Jamar Chase to catch this. He's just a football magnet, man. With the ball's in the air, he's going to get it. He has some phenomenal hands and his ability to track. But if you can see right there, A.J. Terrell is right there in his hip pocket. He got zero separation on this. A.J.'s hand was actually almost on this, but his concentration was better and his technique was better. Jerry Jeudy, we see here, predominantly in the slot in 2018. So we have to factor that in because he wasn't going against most teams' best corners. He got a lot of safety in third corners, but look how explosive he is with the ball in his hands. He can generate. I know Jamar Chase can do this too, but this is how they would generate explosive plays for a cat like Jerry Jeudy as well. You know, his ability to separate in his route transitions is just phenomenal. But, man, the kid can actually go. No doubt about that for sure. Galloping horse. All right, here you go, 3x1. He's in a tight slot here, so he gets to match up literally with their free safety, Turner Muse here, and it's no contest, especially with him running full speed like that. Look at his ability to change direction, full speed. That is just phenomenal. Look at him, straight baked lays on the transition. Sold the post, stuck that foot in the ground. Now Turner Muse got spinning like a ceiling fan, spinning like a dreidel. This is what was special about Jerry Jeudy and his ability to create explosive plays, right? Throw him a little bubble there and look at him create. Muscle relaxing, stool softening. He giving you the whole nine. Look at that. Give him the ball. Give him an inch. He'll take a mile. Stick that foot in the ground. Let you go by right there. Counter the linebacker. Baked him. Cooked him real quick. Sauteed him. He's done. Just a phenomenal after the catch, man. This is a hard one for me right here. When we talk about yards after the catch, I did that with Chase and Smith, and everyone said that Chase was better after than Devontae Smith. I don't know about this one right here. It depends on what style you like. You like somebody with brute physicality or somebody with the make and miss ability. And deal right here in the slot going against Kerry Vincent, running a slant. Look at him sell it. Look at him sell the stem. And after the catch, screek. All kinds of look like just Three Stooges and stuff like that, man. Like, what is he doing out here, man? This is hard. Look at that. That's just hard. Look at that. He's going to get you some extra something. He has eyes in the back of his head. Look at that. Michael Divinity. Got his muscles relaxed there. He slept good that night. Damn, he went to sleep in the air. He was already asleep before he hit the air. I call that air sleeping. Nasty. Then get up, get a little bit of yards. Now, of course, Ja'Marr Chase has that in his arsenal. Make sure you check out those previous Ja'Marr Chase film studies. Not going to do much on Ja'Marr Chase here because I've already done like 3 of them in the past 3 weeks. But here we go right there, running it out. Kind of rounds that bad boy off there. Not really. It's off man coverage, so it doesn't really matter there. But check this out after the catch, right? Boom. The man had him dead to rights. Dead to rights. Couldn't get nothing on the man. But look at the core strength. Look at the strength in the lower body. Rips his helmet off, and he's still going. Like a chicken with his head cut off. You can't stop this dude. Not one man can stop this dude. It takes an act of Congress. Here we go. Same kind of deal right here. Generating an explosive play from a slip screen. Look at that. Everybody get out there. Now look at him. He just knows how to navigate. He's got that running back in his background. Look at him break a tackle there. Still running hard and ferocious. Make everybody pay for it. And, of course, you got to get up and flex on him. Give it that Michael Thomas pose right there. Somebody better give my boy Michael Thomas credit. You got Ja'Marr Chase out here doing what he's doing. The kids are noticing, man. You can really see the screen here from this angle. Look at him navigate and run through blocking there. Oh, not big on the make you miss thing right there, but he can do it if he has to. You see safety coming here, dead to rights. Nah, that's just sheer power. He probably broke Kayvon Wallace's arm trying to touch him going that fast too, man. It's like sticking your hand out with a Lambo coming by. Look at that. Break back on the inside. He didn't want to go out of bounds. Taking the hits. Top of the screen here. That's what I like about Chase. I think he's the best I've seen at the scramble rules, and LSU perfected this. A lot of their explosive plays were off of scramble rules play. You see him come back to the ball here originally, avoiding his initial assignment, which just looks like it was a 9 route there. But he sees Joe scramble out of the pocket. Joe throws this ball damn near before he knows what he's going to do. Look, Joe's about to launch that bad boy. Look at him. He makes this a comeback, a super deep comeback route. Joe's already launching that bad boy towards the sideline, him going back to get the ball. Then leaves him enough room, of course, to do his thing after the catch a little bit too. Hell of a play. I had to put this one in just because it's so damn funny. Check this out right here, right? Bubble, Nigel Warrior coming through. Oh, what happened? Ankle detacher series. Look at him. Put the start and stop on him. The inside leg. Look at that. What is it? Look at my man right here. He's floating in air. Look at that. Oh, sliding. Broke his ankle. Fractured his fibula. He's done. That was the end of Nigel Warrior's career. I hate to say it. I love Nigel Warrior, man, but that was it right there. He was never the same again after that. Clean up on aisle 6. Look at him. He got him leaning back, Thriller style. Come on, man. What are we doing here? Jerry Jeudy was nasty with the yards after the catch. All right, here we go again. Jeudy in a slot, of course. Getting you the yak. They tried to bracket him. It didn't matter. Look at him outrun angles. Pretty physical. As far as their hands go, I think Ja'Marr Chase has better hands, and he can go up and go get the ball and everything like that. I think Jerry Jeudy has very good hands as well, but he would suffer from concentration drops quite a bit. Right, I've seen Ja'Marr Chase with some concentration drops. Everyone's gonna have them, but Jerry Jeudy had an abnormal amount for a high-level receiver. So it's something he's got to work on. It's something that may pop up on him in the NFL that most people weren't talking about. But other than that, man, what can you really say bad about Jerry Jeudy? All right, going against Greedy Williams right here, he breaks him off a piece of that Kit Kat. Look at that. Got him. As far as route running goes, Jerry Judy's a better route runner. I'm sorry. Ja'Marr Chase, I think, is a good route runner, a decent route runner, but Jerry Judy's on another level with that. Right? I think that's something actually I would like to see Ja'Marr Chase work on. Right? He can get a little bit lazy in his routes, but check this out. That's that extra gather stuff that people love, but he really gets Greedy Williams on this one right here, and look at the separation, right? He knew in advance, man. A couple of years later, going to have to social distance. That's social distancing at its best. Look at that. Look at the separation anxiety that man caused, too. That man has to be like a little baby away from his parents in the crib. Hella separation on that slant route. Then, of course, he does his thing after the catch. I don't know. This is close, man. I know you guys are prisoners of the moment with recency bias and stuff like that, but I know the same way you felt about Jamar Chase in 2019, you had to feel the same way about Jerry Jeudy in 2018. Jamar Chase here soloed up into the boundary, going against Jalen Green. Now, look at this. Quick curl on him. Still break the tackle. See the physicality? See just the difference? It's like finesse versus physicality there. Gets the ball. Usually in really contested situations, it doesn't matter. He's just a great catcher of the ball in traffic here. And, of course, the strength department, what I say, it takes an act of Congress to bring this man down. Now he's off to the races there, being physical, usually trying to finish on his feet. Of course, we all love the stop and go, the ability to 0 to 60, bog it back down like this, and then go up and get the ball. Look at that. Oh, posterized him. Look at that. This wasn't an underthrow by Joe Burrow, no doubt about that. But a 2-foot leaper goes up and absolutely just skies over Jalen Green. Love that. That's not really in Jerry Jeudy's arsenal, right? You can't find too many times where he just went up over somebody, even though he's a really good leaper. He's more of a ground attack artist, where my man Jamar Chase is more of an aerial artist. So but both can flip each other's style. But Jamar Chase is definitely better with the ball in the air. So nice, I had to look at it twice. Oh, look at that. That's just beautiful, man. Somebody put that on a poster. All right, look at this out route going against Israel Mukuamu right here. Mukuamu can't get a hand on him. Oh, baked him. Oh, baked lays. Not the fried kind, that's the baked kind, y'all. Get a little health in your life. Israel Mukuamu had to get a little health in his life. Look at this. Boom, jabbed him off the line, hit him with the outside jab. Mukuamu was reaching. You know what happens. If you reach, I'll teach you. Look at that. Already, separation anxiety has ensued. Now he's having to be in certified trail technique because he was forced to be there, a forced trail technique, and Jeudy's still selling it. Look at that. Selling it could be an inside move, snaps it off. Look at the sharp angles. Look at that right there. Right there in the transition, a little bit of an ankle snap from Israel Mukuamu. He wasn't the same the rest of that game there, but hell of a route running, man. Great sharp angles being cut by this kid. I'm not a big fan of the super gather style, but I like it when he just is transitioning in his routes, and then there's a rhythm and timing aspect of it opposed to the gather stuff, which I like some of the times. Jamar Chase here, top of the screen. I thought this was a really good route by him on a slant and fade. Really sells it. Oh. That was a hell of a play right there. I like that. Soloed off right there. Sells it like it's going to be a slant. They've been running these slants all game. So he really sold a slant there. But you can see right here, even with the route running, it's dope. But it's like a little bit of a more mechanical nature to it than you see the fluidity of a Jerry Jeudy there. But he sold this one really well. And this, of course, is a good throw. What I like about both of these, and both of these guys' particular highlights in this situation is that they both had the best quarterback in the business throwing them the ball. So it's even in that standpoint. A lot of times we'll try to compare guys. One guy will have an undrafted free agent quarterback, and the other guy will have an NFL starter as a quarterback. Sometimes that's not fair. Most of the time, that's not fair. Once again, going against Vandy here, the ball in flight. Had to show this one, right? Go up and go get it, young man. Get up for the downstroke. Straight skying over cats. Love that about his game. Somebody put that on the poster too, right? Teabagged his ass. Boss. All right, we see right here a now route because of a vacation by the defense. Tua gets it there. Watch this. Oh! How you break a man ankles from 40 feet away? He didn't even have to go for the fake. He's 45 feet away. He still goes for it. Look at my man right here coming up. Look at Jeudy's all early with the fake. He overselling that shit like Shawn Michaels when he fought Hulk Hogan that time. He was overselling. Look at that. He still got by the dude. That's hard. Sean Schamberger, I believe. All right, so there you have it, man. You just let me know. You guys know what these dudes are about. I didn't really need to do a film study on this one, but you know I always got to do my thing, man, and bury my head in the film, man. So thank you for rocking with your boy Top Billin here. Let me know who you would take to start your personal franchise between these two. Give me some analysis, and we can go like that, all right? But it's your boy Murf Baldwin, the Underground King, Top Billin Sports. Actually, before I go there, let me go ahead and run down the list right here. Me personally, I think that Jerry Jeudy is more explosive as far as the speed goes. I don't know. We'll see about that. They actually I may call that even, right? Speed, I'm going to say even, right? But the quickness, I think Jerry Jeudy's a little quicker with his 0 to 60. Whereas I think Ja'Marr Chase may have better 60 to 100. Hands, Chase, Yak. Oh, that's a tough one right there, man. Yak, man, I may have to say even. Route running, Jerry Jeudy. Overall dynamic ability, man, gotta say even. These guys are very even in this aspect, but man, that doesn't mean, don't let mine influence you. Just let me know what you would do, all right? Peace.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.